So boys, in previous videos we have discussed the teenage steroid epidemic, and since then, not much has changed. Debatably, it's gotten a whole lot worse. Now there's two guys that I really want to highlight in today's video. I believe that Marcus Fit has discussed them, and Greg Doucette actually made a video on this guy. Now today we're just going to be highlighting two people, because if I wanted to, this video could last months. But without further ado, let's go ahead and check out the teenager steroid epidemic. So the first person we're going to be discussing today goes by the name of Andy's Fit. Andy's has a following of 1,375 followers. He is 19 years old. And I think it's a bit odd that the motto in his bio is always improve yourself, but we'll get into that later.
Till I cross the line, Mr. Steroid,
So right off the gate, what does 3 grams of testosterone a week does to a teenager in a few months? Well, I'll tell you this much, it ages you about 30 years. Now I will say, man, the bench is incredible. I have to give you flowers where flowers are due, but dude, this aged you out of proportion, not to mention the fact that you had a full head of hair and now you're almost bald. 3 grams of testosterone is a lot. Like, a lot. I dare to say that's like Mr. Olympian caliber right there. I don't know too much about it, but 3 grams is a lot of testosterone, especially at your age when your body is producing a lot of testosterone already. Ridiculous cycles on TikTok, but he also has the gall to say the most outlandish takes I think I've ever heard. Now, whether they're rage bait or not, I think they definitely can make an impact on the community if shown to the wrong audience, which in this case is teenagers. You hear that, kids? If you're too afraid to take life-altering, illegal substances, then you're just a little puss boy, and you need to go play with some dolls and some Barbies and do your makeup. No, dude. If you're gonna hop on gear, I don't care, but wait till you're the appropriate age. Do it legally, do it responsibly, and do it with health in mind, because you only have one life at the end of the day. At the end of the day, if your bench is under 225, you're not a man. It's that simple, guys. I don't know what to tell you. That's not true at all. I don't know why he's even saying that, bro. That just means you haven't done it yet. You're gonna get there eventually. You just gotta keep putting in the work. Maybe you're new to lifting. You're gonna get there, bro. It takes time. It takes effort. It takes energy. It's gonna get time to get to your dream physique, and it's gonna get time to hit that 225 bench. If you can't hit it now, it's not that big of a deal. Just aim and work harder for it, and you'll get there. So now that we've discussed Andy, let's go ahead and discuss our next guy featured on Greg's video and all over my For You page, Zade Tren. Now Zade is a lot younger than Andy. He is 16 years old with 12.1 thousand followers on TikTok alone, and he has that little smug 100% natty in his bio. But as far as content goes, they're relatively the same.
I know what it feels like. It feels good. The power.
I mean, as you can see, the content is relatively the same. They pen themselves, and then they go into a dark gem. They put the brightness and the shadows all the way down, shadows all the way up, and they make the video sort of dramatic as possible.
Do me a favor, okay? Don't just sit there wallowing your own.
Again, bro, you have an absolutely amazing physique. I have to give credit where credit is due. But this is easily attainably naturally. You don't have to be penning Test, Tren, and Anavar, because when you're going through puberty, you are going through your own natural steroid cycle. The amount of testosterone that you develop in your puberty era is absolutely insane. And by doing all of this, you are stopping your natural progression and potentially stopping your puberty. And now you're going to have to be on testosterone the rest of your life because you're going to absolutely deplete yourself. While you're going through puberty, in those teenage years, that's the most important time, and you shouldn't be tampering with that time with performance-enhancing drugs. And then we see a clip of him right here pinning who knows what on the gym floor. Dude, you're pinning yourself on the gym floor. That is disgusting. You know how nasty a gym is? You should not be... Well, first of all, you shouldn't be pinning anything at 16 years old. Unless prescribed by your doctor to do so. But on the gym floor, bro, you know how nasty that is? Now look, what are my final thoughts, feelings, and conclusions? You shouldn't be doing steroids at such a young age. Y'all, you have so much time to progress in the gym, it's not even funny. And it's gonna be so much worth it when you take the time, effort, and energy to build an amazing physique naturally. And you can do so, but it's gonna take time. But it's gonna feel so much better. It's gonna feel so much more rewarding when you do so. Now, am I against people taking steroids, PEDs, SARMs, you know, whatever? No, absolutely not. I'm not against that. But you need to be older. You need to put in the work for the gym before you do so. Also, do it legally. Do it under the prescription of a doctor. Don't get yourself in trouble, and don't be posting yourself pinning on the internet. That's just stupid for so many ways. You're also influencing a generation of kids, whether you think so or not, to do illegal activities, to do activities that could be stunting them forever. All this content does is encourages people and rage baits people into doing this. With all that being said, I hope nothing for the best for these guys. You know, they're younger guys, and I hope that they can, you know, figure their stuff out. You know, I hope they can improve their lives, and that they can realize they don't have to be doing this because they're really hurting themselves, and they could be leading a whole generation of people to do this and to participate in such unhealthy acts. But anyways, that's just my opinion on the teenage steroid epidemic. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.